They're looking at the Coastal Heart, but they're not looking at the gold vein pick, which is quite funny. And because it's an equipment, it also auto-attaches. Josh, look, I'm looking at you, mate. Josh Dow. I know you're watching this, and I know you're loving this. Thieving Skydiver. This is a card, actually, I'm giving you in your rogue deck. That's right, I'm addressing you directly. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode with MTG Josh. Today we're looking at Talrand Sky Summoner, which is a mono blue deck, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you create a 2/2 Drake. Very, very simple premise. And actually I had a lot of fun with this deck. It could be because it just felt very straightforward for once, which is nice. It's not too many hoops to jump through. So a lot of the spells in the deck are actually not counters, just before you start panicking. You've obviously got a couple of counter spell. You just kind of have to, because otherwise why are you using blue? You got a lot of other cards though that are a bit cancerous. You got River's Rebuke, which just wins you the game, bounce all their things. Time Warp gives you an extra turn. Mass Manipulation, steal all their things. But let's look at the stuff that's, stuff that you don't normally see. Kindred Discovery is incredible. Choose a creature type, so we'll choose Drake. Whenever a Drake enters under your control or attacks, draw a card. This is ludicrous. This will win you the game as well. Imagine late game, you got 2 or 3 Drakes. Attacking creates more value, so on and so forth. You just keep attacking to keep drawing cards. Same with the Reconnaissance Mission. Whenever a creature hits them, you get to draw a card. This is an uncommon card, which is ridiculous. But you also have Coastal Piracy, which is literally identical. But yeah, you can't make the deck without these. I don't think. They just pump the power level up. So thank you to everyone in the comments on the community post who helped me brainstorm. Somebody said to use these and I completely forgot about them. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that as well. I did actually try a few of the other things people mentioned, like Conjure Tribal and stuff, but it just didn't resonate because conjuring, a lot of the cards that make conjure stuff are actually not spells, which is a bit irritating. Some of the other cards I would suggest putting into the deck. Stuff like Haughty Djinn, just to make your spells cost a bit less, which is super effective in a deck like this. And Baral as well, makes your spells cost less. Don't worry too much about the draw discard when you counter. Not really bothered about that whatsoever. I am also trialing the new Sword of Forge of Frontier, which I think is actually really good. It allows you to act like a green deck. Ramping into more lands is so important in a deck that cannot actually do that by itself, apart from a few of these 2-drops here that give you +1 mana, and we've got 1 Heraldic Banner in just to pump the whole team as well. But yeah, the deck's actually pretty fun because weirdly you don't actually see Talrand much in Paper Commander. When I used to play that a lot more, people did use it and it was just Counterspell Tribal, which is just utter cancer, and you don't ever want to see that across the table. But yeah, it's good to see that a card this old is still highly impactful over 10 years later. I remember the intro pack that this came out in, and this used to be in a 60-card standard deck. And on the front of the decks, they used to give you a legendary creature to like make you buy the pack. Oh wow, look, Talrand's on the front of that. And then you used to play standard with it, and you didn't get play sets of anything. So this really does take me back to just after when I first started around Scars of Mirrodin, which was about M10, I think. So really cool little throwback. I do love it when they put the old cards on here. Obviously the artwork is absolutely stunning. Just the water effects on that look fantastic. So if you want to go down memory lane and use Talrand, follow the deck list below, copy it, see what you think. Cram it full of spells. And whilst you're in the description box, don't forget you can also donate to the channel, which really helps me, supports the channel. And yeah, like and subscribe to see more videos like this. It's really important. And hit the bell notification to get notified every time a new video releases. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get into the games. Okay, we go first against Mono Black Discard. It's a pretty tough deck to beat if they have the perfect god draw, but we'll see how we do. The Brainstorm should be nice to give us an extra land or two, because we only have another one in hand. I think I do want to Brainstorm here, as I said, just to kind of... Oof, okay, so put that away. I think we can put that away for now as well. We'll redraw them in a moment, but we just want to go for the Coastal Heart, I think. And it's a bit tricky against black, because they can have so much removal and disruption So I'm wondering if maybe I should... So I could go for Talrand, but he's unprotected. Or I could go for the Nadir Kraken, which is kind of cool. And it means that we can also bounce itself or the tiny bones if anything goes wrong. So we'll see. The Kraken's great. So whenever you draw a card, you can pay 1 to put a counter on it. And then you also create a tentacle creature token. Acquisitions Expert. Right, let's bounce the tiny bones in response so they don't get to draw a card from this. Oh, Search for Scanter is wonderful as well, because they're going to discard our hands so much that this is going to flip really quick. So for now, I think we just discard the Think Twice because it has flashback. It means that we can just use it again at a later point. I really like that. So normally I would like to pay for this, but I would actually instead like to go for the Search for Scanter and the Lasertech Plating, because we need to protect this Search for Scanter at all costs, essentially. So if they have something that destroys an enchantment, which is very possible these days, we can protect it with the Lasertech Plating, which I really like. This gives your permanents and yourself hexproof, which is kind of underrated in the meta, considering how much hand disruption there is. This can protect you from Thoughtseize, give you a blocker. Tiny Bones coming out to play here. Is it going to be another discard effect? Quite likely. Oh, they're going to foretell something. So that could be the foretell spell that makes me discard 2. Which is very likely. Oh, Archmage Emeritus. That's pretty damn good as well. We are missing land drops, which is making me very sad. So they make us discard 2. It targets player, right? So yeah, we'll pass the turn here. Man, if we had the Archmage Emeritus out with some mana to protect it, that would be so good. The Raven Man, so if they just make us discard, they're going to get a bird. Target opponent discards. So yeah, as expected, I'm going to give myself hexproof, which means that we get around that silly ability. Search. Okay, we'll put that in the bin. We've got 5 in there. It's going to flip pretty soon. Memorial. I think we'll pay. We'll start making it a bit bigger. They've got no artifacts in hand. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would they block with multiple things here? Didn't think so. Yeah, this is a really tough matchup though. Because... oh, Liliana. Okay, they're going to make us discard. They're going to get a Raven as well.
Wish you had a fraction of my power.
This does mean that the search can potentially flip in the following turn. But that's on the prerequisite that we don't use the Think Twice. Okay, so they're going to draw a card, lose 1. This is a very tough matchup. So we want it to flip, we have to put that in the bin. Yeah, that's fine. So now using the Think Twice is perfectly fine because we've flipped the Ascanta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can do this. That seems fine to me. They've got 2 cards in the graveyard. Okay, let's see what they choose to block here. We don't have very good attacks, but it does force them to use a few things here. So they're going to chomp that. Okay, this actually works out. This actually works out quite well. They got greedy with the block. They wanted to block with the 1-2 rather than 1-1. Oh, it can't block, can it? Okay. So what do we favour? I suppose if we get the Emeritus out, they can just kill it, giving it -2. But that would -3. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I think we get the Archmage down because they're a tribal deck that wants to discard our hand. It's probably best to empty our hand as much as possible. See what they do. Each player discards. So if we use Consider, we actually draw 2 cards here. But then they can use the Raven Man, so, you know, it's a bit sad, really. We don't want that on top. Another flashback spell. This is pretty lucky, to be honest. So we'll discard the Mind Stone. Oh wow, they just got a Necrogoyf into play. So if they pay 3, they can get this into play, but then they can't use the Raven Man. Well, they can actually if they use the Phyrexian Tower, so... Swinging in for 1. So how big is this? All creatures in all graveyards. Okay. So they have a kill spell for the Emeritus. No, that's a shame. So I really want to kill the Liliana here. They're gaining so much advantage. Wow, and they make us discard a card as well. Yikes. Each player's upkeep. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're not gonna not gonna do that. 4. Okay, we swing everything at Lily. Man, this is a tough one. We could have bounced the Necrogoyf there, but I want them to discard a card in their turn. Wow, okay. They lost the Raven Man, I'm surprised. And we go for the Talrand, which means we're going to get to draw a couple cards here, because we control a wizard. Let's just draw 2 cards. Vile Duplication. That would be good. And Blue Sun's Twilight. Oh wow, we can steal one of their things. But we're not going to really have any cards left, are we? I guess we can bank it. Because if they go for the Liliana +1, we discard that there. Oh, but then they're going to make us discard with this, aren't they? So there's no point. Yeah, we might as well play it. Why did we... Oh, the Necrogoyf works with Tiny Bones in our turn as well. Jeez. That's horrendous. So now they can pay 6 to make us lose 10. Elders Reborn. Yikes. Guess the Drake comes in handy there. Swing for 1. I feel like I'm getting away with a lot though. Like, I feel like I should already be dead here. If I can get rid of the Liliana, I'd feel a bit safer. I really would. Otawara. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So do I want to get another thing? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw a card. Get a Drake. Sadly, no. We're missing out on a lot of Drakes here, but let's bounce this to the hand. Because that's so annoying. Really is. Are they just going to sack it? Thought not. And now we can kill the Lily unless they've got a kill spell. Interesting. And it also means the Elders Reborn won't have... well, it's going to make us discard, but we don't have anything in hand. What I am scared of, though, is what they manage to resurrect. They could get back the Lily, Raven Man. They could get back Emeritus. They could get back Baral. Nothing majorly scary, I suppose. Bankbuster. Yeah, I don't feel like they're running at full capacity here. But good for me. So we're going to get to draw a card here. That's why Think Twice is so powerful. Getting 2 uses out of that. 2 Drakes. Oh my god. Kinder Discovery. This is ridiculous. We might get to see the full power of the Kinder Discovery if we get to keep... Oh no, we're not going to get to keep it, are we? Oh, we're gonna lose it. Unless we use the Ascanta first. 1, 2, 3, 4... So we can discard the Raven form, I suppose. So if we get a land now... Oh, wow. That was very lucky, I have to say. So now we name Drakes. Is this going to work? I have a bad feeling about this, because creature tokens don't have names, but they have types, right? These are Drakes. Creature type Drake. Okay. So whenever a Drake hits them, we're going to get to draw cards. So they can crew this for 3, but they would lose it. Okay, let's see what they do. Draw 2 cards. Oh, that's a good hit as well. We can cast this from the graveyard by discarding a card, although discarding a card is not the greatest idea, to be honest. We finally killed that goddamn Necrogoyf. Although they could just bring it back here. I do wonder if that's the best thing. It's a 5 mana 7/4. Here he is again. I don't like my odds here. They've got 4 cards. Entomb Exarch. Reveal our hand. They're going to discard Radical Idea. Okay. Could have been worse. They could have brought back Raven Man, I suppose. Soul Shatter gets rid of the Talrand. I feel like Talrand's already done the damage though, right? Man, I feel like I'm so lucky here. So they're going to try and swing in for 5. But we can even tank this. It's like, yeah. Down to 8. They're killing themselves with the tiny bones. We discard the land. We get another. I guess we'll just go for Talrand. Swing in. They're almost dead. Land is... Oh my goodness, just lands. Yeah, that's sad. Down to 4. And I guess we'll just pass the turn. So they're literally killing themselves from their own tiny bones. Discarding a card in addition to its other costs. I've actually killed someone in the past with their own tiny bones before. It was very funny. I just cycled a card and they were at 1 life. Davriel. Okay. So they're going to make us discard a card here.
I do hope this mask is intimidating enough.
Sure. You know what? I might actually have to block here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I might actually have to... Although, actually, if I get a Drake, then I can just block with a Drake. Okay. 10, 11... Let's just see. Okay, so we'll use the Radical Idea, discard a card, get a Drake. Yeah, because the last thing I want to do is randomly lose to the tiny bones. Oh my god, and we got an Opt as well! That would have given us another Drake, another card. Oh, that's crazy. So just to review what would have happened there. The Radical Idea triggered the Drake comes in, I draw a card, I use Opt, I get another Drake, and then I get another card. Crazy. Man, this Kinder Discovery is absolutely fantastic. That was a tough match. Okay, putting us first with Gishaf. Dinosaur time. And starting hand is average. The Barrel's going to be good to make our spells cheaper. So we probably want to get him out ASAP, although they do have access to red-white, so they'll probably kill our stuff pretty easily. Behold the Multiverse for 3 is actually really powerful if he survives. Magic Lantern. So do I want to just bounce this back to their hand? Could be. Good. I could even kick it as well. Slow him down a bit. That is the logic, isn't it? Bolt the bird, basically. Because if they get to 8 mana, we are in trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. And the next turn, we could bounce something again. They also have an Explore. Goodness me. Goodness me. Goodness me. Or do we give a Talrand? But then they could have a board wipe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Raven form, that does the job. I think we're going to lose this game if we don't get some Talrand advantage. So let's get him out. 7. Mirari's Wake. So they've got 4 open still. And a Shifting Ceratops. Oh my goodness. So what can we do here? We are in a little bit of trouble. I think first thing we want to do though is bounce the Mirari's Wake. That gives them so much advantage. This has got Pro Blue. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Raven form. Recon mission. Can we survive a Gishath hit? I don't think we can, you know. I don't think we can, sadly. Let's get rid of the lantern here. And then we could... yeah, we'll go for the Foretell here. So 6, 7... I mean, we might be okay for another turn. All we can do is tempo swing him, because when Gishath comes down... oh my god, Sunbird's Invocation. Sure thing. We can't even block that. We can't even block that goddamn card. Okay, we'll go for Recon Mission. So we're going to just try and draw 3 or 4 cards here. Oh, the heart of the cards. Come on. Mono blue aggro, guys. You've seen it here first. Although my other mono blue aggro deck didn't do very well. I have a an Emery mono blue aggro deck. Sadly didn't do too well. Wow, we even got the Heraldic Banner. That's good. We could steal the bird. But wouldn't it be better to steal the Gishath? And then get 2 Gishaths? We could actually do that. But that would cost 10. I mean, we're not that far off, are we? Let's try to draw one in case we have like some kind of bounce spell or something. Vile Duplication. No, I don't want either of those. Midnight Clock. Damn, that's a shame. 7. Mirari's Wake. They get a free spell. I am kind of scared. So, can we just win next turn? The Heraldic Banner gives us a power boost of +5 on the field we have. This one says, whenever it's dealt damage, deals 5 to a creature. Oh, that's pretty scary. If they can gift a paradox. So, it's inescapable that Gishath is coming down next turn. Don't think there's much we can do about that. Unless we get a River's Rebuke. Okay. Down to 12. Can we win? So the Heraldic Banner means that this is going to be 9 in the air. They've got ground troops now. And they've also got Mirari's Wake. Kindred Discovery. Okay, let's just do the banner, because this is something we definitely need to do. 5 mana left. If we steal the Ceratops, so how much would that be blockers? There'll be 9, 10, 11. That's not enough. I suppose we can just swing in the air and see what we draw, right? Part of the cards again, guys. Come on. Apologies about the coughing. I have a bit of flu symptoms. Right. Come on. Oh. Leaving Skydiver. Do we just die? We don't even have any spells. 4, 5. How much is this? 7. I think we need to just steal something, don't we, to stay alive? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're to steal the Ceratops, or we... Oh, we had one open. Damn, I under-tapped there. I could have stolen the Raptor. Oh, well. Okay. So we're going to take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't think we can survive, actually, but... Has that got trample? They haven't paid for it yet. Oh, wow, we can't block that one. 3, 4, 5. We can block there. Does this work? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they get 1 damage over. Thanks to the Mirari's Wake. As if we tanked that in a mono blue deck. I'm kind of surprised that we actually managed to do that. I mean, the scary part is they can just replenish next turn. So they get to look at the top card. No dinosaur. That was lucky. So we need a really good card again here. Zatulpa. Man, if they got Zatulpa, well, that would have been straight up game over, I think. Annoyingly, this shifting Ceratops is the thing killing... Oh, wow. This can actually bounce the Ceratops. But the only issue is we can't get around the Gishath at that point. Oh, geez. And they've got a blocker now. I think we just swing in with the Drakes again. Come on, give us something that's good. Man, this was a close game. Yeah, this is a sad thing. I mean, we could bounce the Mirari's Wake, but then, again, the shifting Ceratops just kills us, doesn't it? Ooh, Blue Sun Zenith. Crashing Tide? Oh, do we survive? This has Flash if we have a Merfolk, which we do. And then the Otawara can bounce this, because this is not a coloured spell. Do you know what, guys? We might survive. We've got 2 removal spells now. Okay. Let's just pass the turn. I think we'll get rid of the ley line and the midnight clock. Okay. So if we just tank one more turn... See, the only issue now is what the Sunbird's Invocation... gets them. So if this gives them something with haste... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, because the Sunbird's Invocation only triggers from hand, but they got a dinosaur that... Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Okay. Should we let that resolve? Should we let that resolve? Okay, we'll not resolve. So we can respond before combat. I think we're still okay. I actually think we're okay. When it attacks, deals 1 damage to any target. So before they go to attacks, we need to bounce the Regisaur Elf or deal with that somehow. I think the dinosaurs have haste. Right. Bounce the Ceratops because that's unblockable. They can't recast that. Please don't have hexproof. Fantastic. Jeez, this is so terrifying. Well, we still have to go to this. So bounce the biggest trample guy. This doesn't have trample. None of these have trample. Oh my god, do we just survive? Oh, not for you cut reviews. And we still have another trick up our sleeve, guys. which you're not going to believe. You're not going to believe this. We're going to draw 0 cards to get a Drake. Still counts. Still counts, guys. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 1 damage to any target. What are they looking at the heraldic banner for? So luckily this says other dinosaurs have haste. Oh my god. This is crazy. I think they've just realised. So, be careful here. We have to tank this. No trample. We have to tank... Oh, that does have trample. Son of a gun. That doesn't, though. Oh, that changes everything. That 1 damage actually affected the game. Okay. So if we do this, we take 4. Oh no, but then if that gets blocked, it does 5 damage. Son of a... So we have to double block this. Oh no. I think that's the way to do it. Okay, yeah, they got us with that 1 damage. Son of a bitch. Son of a gun. Okay, so we're at 1. As if... What? Oh yeah, still enough. That's 6 flying, isn't it? Oh my god, I was panicking there. Oh god, what an ending! What an ending! Okay, we're facing Glisser. She's super good because she's like Phyrexian Arena on an attack. And she can kill stuff as well. I don't like this hand though. Okay, this is cool. This is one of the very few times you'll see me use a sideboard card main board because for 2 mana this can bounce a non-permanent to its owner's hand if it's green and you draw a card. I think for 2 mana this is great, and obviously you don't always face green players, but when you do, this feels so good. So against black decks, you have to be careful not to just cast Talrand out without any protection. So yeah, we don't want to cast them until we've probably got about 5 or 6 mana. None of our elves. They've already got 4 mana anyway, so it probably won't make a difference. So I think we just draw a card here. 40 Jin. I mean, that's actually pretty good. It probably won't survive. But it's just something to stall, essentially. Makes our spells cost a bit less as well. Shame it's not a wizard, because then we could have drawn 2 cards with the Mentor's Guidance. This is really good, actually. Cast a spell, copy if you control a Planeswalker, Cleric, Druid, Shaman, Warlock, or Wizard. Basically, half the types in Magic. And then, obviously, Talrand's a wizard. So, you'll be drawing 2, scry 2, which is kind of awesome. Probably want to get one of these for paper. If you don't know what character that is, I'm pretty sure that's Kasmina on the artwork there. Blood Chief's Thirst. So, the thing about Glisser is... there's a lot of different directions they could go in, so I'm not actually sure which one they've gone for here. We'll go for Narset. They didn't attack with the Llanowar Elves, which is curious. I think we'll use the Opt here to try and hit a land drop. Mass Manip's good, but we need more lands to actually use it. Okay, no land drop. If they attack Narset, she'll be at 2.
You cannot see
Okay.
folly.
Do we use Narset? We could bounce, exile something. I feel like they can have a protection spell here. Because they left the Llanowar Elves up the previous turn. Snakeskin Veil. Okay, yeah. Sure. We'll kill the Narset off to get that card.
Keep an open mind.
Sword is good. We can't use it yet. Let's draw a card here. Come on, give us a land, please. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so we, It would be nice to have hit our land drops naturally there, but... So she's going to get annoying now because she's going to be able to just accrue two... Wow, that's 2 cards on attack, on damage. That's going to be really difficult to get around. I think we're going to want to try and exile her in our turn, maybe, with the resculpt. Because that's just ridiculous. Snakeskin Veil saves the day. Rune of Might. This is a weird deck. Auras? Glisser Auras. You going to tap out, buddy? They actually did. They got green open though, so it could be anything. Let's see if we can exile it, otherwise we're probably just going to die here. Wow, we get a 3 stack. Fantastic. And let's draw a card. Let's try and get another land here. I think we'll get rid of the Illuminator because they're going to have a lot of removal. Okay, so annoyingly, they've got the Armoured Scrap Gorger, which means they can exile our Think Twice. So our graveyard is no longer safe. But I suppose we're not under too much threat. Like, they've got 5 cards, but the field's not that scary. They can deal 5-ish a turn here. Once this gets fully powered, that's an extra 3, but until then, we're pretty safe. If we get some kind of mass board wipe, we should be clear. If they go for Glisser, we can deal with her by bouncing. Gold Vein Peg. So they want to ramp. Interesting. They're focusing on getting more mana. Okay, let's... Okay, fine. We're going to go to combat. So we'll let them equip that, because otherwise they'll re-equip and then attack with something else. It's a damage trigger. Please don't protect it again. Although they protect this. Ooh, Thieving Skydiver. That's actually a pretty good hit because we can steal the pick and then use it on our side. And we can also protect it with the shore up. That's really cheeky. I actually really like that play. Okay. Okay, so how much is it? It's 2 mana. Kick it. Pay 2. Oh, I love this. So the fact we can protect it as well is just glorious. They're looking at the Coastal Heart, but they're not looking at the gold vein pick, which is quite funny. And because it's an equipment, it also auto-attaches. Josh, look, I'm looking at you, mate. Josh Dow. I know you're watching this, and I know you're loving this. Thieving Skydiver. This is a card, actually, I'm giving you in your rogue deck. That's right. I'm addressing you directly. So yeah, if people don't know, Josh is one of my oldest... long-time friends, and yeah, he loves rogues, which this is, and he loves stealing because he's an utter bastard. Ugin. Okay, go on then. I dare you. I dare you to try and kill it.
Long before your kind ever existed.
You know you want to. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. So we're going to kill the Ugin in our turn, hopefully. Shrine Steward. So they're completely out of cards now. So they also can't destroy the artifact because she can destroy enchantments with her ability. And then this thing, search for aura or shrine, reveal it, put into your hand. Okay. Aura or shrine. What kind of deck? This is a weird deck. I take it it's going to be an aura because I haven't seen any indication of shrines yet. I mean, it could be. You can run, what, 4 shrines in 2 color now? So, yeah, I think we kill the Ugin. So we're not going to get to ramp, but... And then we're going to wait, because in their turn we can discover the formula, get 3 cards, and then each card in our hand costs 1 less. So this has been a pretty awesome turnaround. I didn't expect to get this lucky. To be perfectly honest, just looking how much stuff is in our graveyard reviews here. It's nice to see how you got to where you are, like what decisions you made. That's why I constantly look up a graveyard. It's just data, isn't it? So she's going to have hexproof. Sorry, hexproof, and whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked, destroy it. Okay. Whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked by this creature, destroy that creature. So the flavour there is really cool. She's anti-Gorgon tech, but it's ironic because she's kind of Gorgon-y in nature herself. 3 coming in. So they banked the Hydra's growth. Put the counter. And then it... What does it say? Does it say double the... Can't read the bloody card. But give your upkeep double the number of counters on it. Okay. So it'd be nice to get a removal spell here. Which we actually did with the phasing of Zalfir. So we could just wipe the field. Or we could bounce the Glisser, which is... She's got hexproof. So probably phasing is going to be good. Happy to do that, to be honest. Yeah, let's use the phasing. Wipe out all creatures. So phase 3. That's going to slow them down a bit. Obviously, they're going to get 2/2 Phyrexians here, but... You know, I'd rather phase 4 2/2s than what the hell they had before. 4 mana open. Flash if you have a Merfolk. So we can just deplete their stuff now. Go for the Archmage. And then we'll use the... We're going to draw a card anyway, right? So just bounce 1 for now. We also get to draw a card. Spell Pierce. It's nice to have something as a backup plan, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... They've got 8 mana, so it's unlikely this is going to trigger. So the Glisser's yet a problem again. Let's trade there. There's no issues trading one of those. However, if we have protection from red and green, it means that our Emeritus will never get killed from the Glisser. So that's pretty awesome, to be honest. Probably going to do that then. So we've got an Immortal blocker here. This is a combat damage trigger, but protection from green means that whenever the creature has this ability, even though there's a colourless ability, the Glisser has it. And she's green, which means it will never kill Archmage, which is pretty cool. I think we bounce another one of these zombies. Sweet. Man, we are absolutely, like, we're like a citadel of defense here. Not much they can do to get through. They can certainly try. Pretty sure my knowledge has not failed me here. Seeking a card. Yeah, Emeritus plus just tempo is great. Because the thing about stuff like Emeritus is, normally if you're just countering or... Yeah, but if you're like countering stuff and drawing cards, it's okay, but you're just getting more counters right. But if you're playing a tempo-based stuff like Bounce, but then suddenly if you're drawing from Bounce effects, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, we're going to bounce something else. I think we're just going to get rid of... Yeah, just slowly get rid of their army here. Oh, Blue Sun Zenith, that's crazy. Wow, I don't think there's much they can do if we go for Blue Sun Zenith, is there? So yeah, we'll pass turn. 8, 9, 10. So we're going to draw 7. If she hits, she can destroy... Ooh, Binding. But Binding has protection. This has protection. Oh no, but the issue is they can kill the sword. They're going to kill the sword, which means they can swing in with the Glisser. Okay, they found an answer. Yeah, the sword itself doesn't have protection. Okay. Okay. Got ourselves a game again. Pretty good top deck, have to say. 8, 9, 10. So they're going to swing in and probably draw. That's my inclination here. I mean, yeah, they could destroy either of these, but I don't feel like it's going to benefit them too much. Yeah, okay, so they've got a card. 5, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll draw 7. It's going to be tough for them to get back from this, unless they somehow counter this spell in a weird magical twist of events. And we're going to draw an extra card here as well. Man, I've had some great games today. Fantastic games. Which is, I didn't expect, to be perfectly honest. Right. We're just cooking with absolute gas now. We can gain control of a creature and copy it. I think we'll go for Talrand. And then we're just going to go absolute ham in their turn with spells. I love it. Love it. In the turn. Oh man. I don't normally just like playing like mono decks, but when it's something a bit different like this, when it's not just counters, you can see how much fun there is. So if you're used to just playing counter decks, just take a look at this deck and tell me what you think, because obviously I think it's quite different. Oh, Spell Pierce is probably quite bad now. Yeah, because like, how many counter spells have you seen this game? One. Yeah, but you don't need them. This is more. You know, if you sit down with a friend to play chess, you don't just, you know, flick their pieces over and say no, you can't do that. It's that you like the interaction, because that's the whole reason you're playing chess, isn't it? Black Blade Reforged. Now that is very scary. There's no trample. I don't know if I want that to resolve. Let's go for Brainstorm first. I mean, this is the kind of time where you do want to count. We've got Blink of an Eye, to be honest. Time Warp. Okay. So I think we probably win in our turn. Yeah. If we get to our turn, there's no way. There is no way they can win. Because we're just going to have a million tokens swinging over the top. They know that if they equip that, there's a chance that we will bounce it. They're going to give it to the Ornithopter. That's actually a legit badass move. 10, 12. Okay. So we'll bounce 4, 5. You know what? I invite them to attack. So let's do some jiggery pokery here. We're going to go for the Brazen Burrower. And then we're going to bounce the sword. So we're going to get a huge aerial force here. And then we can chomp there and take the Ornithopter out. Okay. So yeah, it's been a pretty interesting game, I have to say. Pretty interesting. But sadly, I don't think they're going to last much longer once they see this spell. Yeah, it's just way too much advantage. Coastal Piracy would draw loads of cards, swing in. Yeah. If you just do quick maths with Time Warp, if you double the power of creatures you have on the field, that's roughly how quickly you'll kill them. So, yeah, damn, it's not nice to always win with the Time Warp, but, you know, there you go. There you go, guys. Enjoy. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.